Number 4, we don't need to spend a lot of time on. I would imagine almost everyone, maybe in the sports punditry world, has the same team finishing 4th in this division, the Cleveland Browns. Now is where it gets interesting. I am not a believer in soon-to-be 42-year-old Aaron Rodgers. And because of that, I have the Steelers finishing 3rd and missing the playoff. Yes, and a losing record. Definitely.
Talk about a way to end a career, Rodgers.
And I know that, we have said Aaron is, just wants to put a final cap on his career, doesn't want to go out the way he did with the Jets, and clearly, obviously, to his credit, still just really loves playing football, and I don't begrudge him that at all. It is also one of the reasons why I am pessimistic on the Steelers, because if this year starts off tough and he starts to come to the realization, I'm not going to get that final, not Super Bowl, but just final nice chapter. How is that going to affect his disposition? How is that going to affect what has been, since he's been a Steeler, model, teammate, citizen, all of that. And I also am not as confident as seemingly everyone else that the defense is going to be quite as good as it was last year. Defense should be good, but not great. Don't trust the offense. They're 3rd. In 2nd, but missing the postseason, is the Cincinnati Bengals. I'm yet to hear a compelling case as to why this year will be different than last year. I don't think they have the personnel defensively, and more importantly, I think what was a mediocre offensive line might actually be worse this year than it was last year. You have 2 big question marks on the interior, and you have known quantities at the tackle positions, but I don't love either player, even though Orlando Brown, Chiefs, champion. And I think it's going to be very hard for Burrow to duplicate his statistical success of last season. To me, it just feels like a fun team that once again goes 9-8. And then winning the division, and winning the division easily. Bruise, Baltimore Ravens. I would hope for Baltimore that they are in a race for the 1 seed so they can stay sharp late in the year, because I would imagine that they could have the division locked up, de facto locked up, by early December, and that you want to be playing for something because they're such a Super Bowl or bust team. But to me, the Ravens are the clear-cut cream of the division.